Hi, it's Annette again, and I just wanted to go over my first experience with the Woobles from the Halloween Wooble kit that I made a video for earlier. I did box number 1, which was Amun the Mummy. It's cute, right? So the first thing about that experience is that first thing you want to do, you got your little spooky, in your spooky bits envelope, you've got the card. And on the card, the back of the card, it's going to give you your password to access the tutorial. You go on the website and you put the password in, and they will let you see the tutorial. That's how you get the tutorial for whichever little guy you are working on or little accessory. And you cannot access those patterns without the code. You need the code. So we will go onto the website and I will show you what you encounter when you go on the website. Okay, we're on my account page, and as you can see, it just shows Amun the Mummy because that's the only one I've put the code in for so far. Just because you buy various things through the Wooble's website doesn't automatically load them on there. You still have to enter the code to be able to access the tutorial. So click on that tutorial and it will load up in just a minute. Yes. Okay, and then you see a picture of Amun, and there's a spot up in the right hand corner of his picture that says download the pattern. We'll get to that in a minute. These are all videos. See, they go through everything: how to hold a hook, single crochet, increase stitch, all these basics before you even get started on the actual pattern. And the videos, I was concerned, that a lot of times when you're trying to follow a video, you have to pause it because the video keeps going and going long after, you've stopped because you got stuck. But it doesn't. The videos, it is literally step by step. They do a little bit and then they stop the video and you have to click for more. It doesn't keep going. Okay, click on download the pattern. And all that does, it doesn't really download the pattern onto your device, I don't think. I think it just opens it up in another window. And see, then it tells you, it gives you a pattern that you can follow. Once you know how to read the pattern, you can just go through and do that if you would like. So yeah, because it had been a while since I had done any crocheting in the round, and plus I wanted to see how the videos actually went. I watched the videos and had the pattern in another window while I was doing crocheting Amun, and it worked very well for me. Okay, well, now we'll talk about some of the materials, or I'll talk about the yarn. The yarn, honestly, I wasn't sure about it because it's different than any other yarn I've used. I've only used, say, regular run-of-the-mill yarn, I guess. And this is the easy peasy yarn that the Woobles give you. And see, I've still got a lot left, even though I made him. So they give you a lot of yarn, honestly. And I've got the green as well. So I probably have enough that I could make another Amun if I wanted to, which is cool. And so while they do start you with, see, I made the magic ring myself, but they start you with all the main kits at least. They start you off with your first round, so you don't have to know how to make the magic ring in the beginning. But then when you want to make his little arms, you do have to know how to make something like that. They give you another method of starting the rounds, and so you don't have to know how to make the magic ring. I didn't watch that part of the tutorial. I just kind of made the magic ring myself because I'm used to doing it. I'm not sure how well that method that they give you works. I'm sure it works fine though, but I used the magic ring because I just kind of, while I was starting to watch their method, I just started making it myself, the magic ring myself, because I've done it so many times, because I've done a lot of little characters. So yeah, but this yarn, it was actually really easy to use. I actually kind of liked it a little bit better, because with regular yarn that's made out of, say, strands, sometimes the hook can get stuck in the strands and then you kind of split your yarn. So having it be one piece like this kind of makes it easier, especially when you're a beginner. When I was a beginner, I started out with regular yarn, obviously, and sometimes got a little frustrated when the yarn would split in half. Woobles, they give you everything that you need in your little box, or if you buy a little bag or whatever, in your kit, they give you everything you need. So you don't need anything else. And like I showed you, there's written instructions or there's video instructions that will guide you through every little step, literally. And if you're confused, you can always contact them, or they have their Facebook group you can go on. You know, maybe it's super late and you can't call them, but maybe somebody like you is up later at night crocheting and they're on the Facebook page, and you can just shoot out a little thing on Facebook. Hey, I'm doing Amun and this is my problem. I have a problem with his arms, or I'm having a problem with his little wrap. I don't know what to do, or he looks weird. I don't know. The other thing is, they're often not going to look exactly like the picture. Like, I feel like my Amun is a little chunkier than the picture, but that's okay. it's kind of an art form. And so art's going to be, it's going to come out the way you make it. And if you don't like it, you can just undo it. Just unravel it and start again. That's the beauty of the crochet, is you can just unravel it and start the round again. But anyways, that's Amun, and that's my experience with the Woobles. I do think that they are very helpful. The kits are very helpful for someone that's a beginner. And even if you're not a beginner like me, you still think they're very cute. And it brings all these characters together in a kit that you can make for, say, Halloween. And we'll see what happens in the next box I do. The next box is going to be the toilet paper. So it's an accessory box. This Amun, he's a main character. And I haven't done an accessory box yet. So we'll see how that goes. Until next time, keep crocheting.